Hi, this is Kim Peck at My Stamping Garage, and today I'm going to step you through making this card. If you purchased my May 2022 card class to go, this is the third card in the kit, and there should be enough supplies in that for 3 cards of this particular one. So let's get you started. First of all, what you're going to need for each card is you're going to need 1 sheet of the thick white. This is the thick basic white. If I use the white for a card base, I tend to use the thicker one. It's a little heavier cardstock, and that way it holds up a little better. So, and then I'm going to show you all of these. These are all the new in colors for this year. I really am excited about them. I love these colors, probably my favorite in colors we've had. So we're going to use these strips, and on your flyer that's included in your kit, it will have the dimensions for everything. These happen to be 1 by 5 1/4. So we are going to start with our Orchid Oasis, and I'm going to put this over against the side so that it is just about equal distance from all the edges, like so. And then the next one is the Tahitian Tide. If you want to put them in a different order, go for it. It's your card. And then I'm going to just butt these up against each other like that. So you don't want to leave space in between, or you won't be able to fit them all on. Next is our Parakeet Party, which I love lime green. So this is definitely one of my favorites, but I really can't choose a favorite. As far as the ones I've been using the most so far, I would say it's this Starry Sky. It's kind of a purple blue. It's a really beautiful color. And but I like them all. This Orchid Oasis is gorgeous, so I can't really pick a favorite. But when you get this all done, you should have just about equal distance all the way around. And next, we're ready to put this part together. Now, these come from, this is the new decorative round punch that's in the annual catalog. And this one actually comes from probably one of my favorite new die sets. It is the Stylish Shapes, and it has squares and circles and some banners, and they've all got the stitching around them. So I can tell that that's going to be one of my go-to die sets. So I'm going to just put that in the middle, and then I'm going to use this little piece. This one came from a set that it actually has a bunch of greetings, and there are dies that cut around each of the greetings real closely. So I will probably be using that a lot myself, but in these kits I won't be able to because they actually cut out the greetings. But I did use the candle from there. So that's the candle, and then here's the little flame. And for the flame, I am going to use just a tiny piece of dimensional to pop that up. So I had a little corner piece, and I'm going to put that behind just to pop that flame up a little. If you don't want to go to that trouble, you don't need to. But you know me, I'm addicted to my Stampin' Dimensionals. So that goes right on top. And if you've purchased kits from me for a while, you know that I usually include the dimensionals, and this month I did, but in the future, I'm trying to save a little cost so I don't have to increase the price of my kits. So in the future, those will not be, the dimensionals will not be included in the kits any longer, just so I don't have to raise the price. But this time they are. So most of these cards would look just as good without the dimensionals, but I just happen to use them a lot. So I'm going to put my greeting flat on the card, about 1 1/4 inches from the bottom. And then I'm going to pop this up. And I'm running out of dimensionals here. Can't imagine why. But I'm going to use all my edge pieces up. I always do. And you can cut them to whatever size you need that way. I'm going to put 3 on here just so it doesn't rock. If you put one in the middle, you can do that, but it does tend to rock a little bit. And I'm going to put this so that the candle is there, and we're just away from the edge of the Starry Sky here. And so there is our focal piece, and I will add our little stars. It looks like maybe, oh, there it is. I thought maybe I'd misplaced one of my stars. You should have all the pieces in your kit. I counted very carefully, and I made sure they went in the little baggies. So if you can't find something, look carefully. It should be in there. If you still can't find it, let me know. But I promise it was there to begin with. So, okay. And then I'm going to take my little banner. And I used the banner punch to do this, but you don't have to. You could easily fishtail with just your scissors. So, and again, I'm going to cut my dimensionals up. And I'm probably going to use 3 along here. And you can cut them in half so that they go further, and also you don't have to worry about them sticking out on the edge if you want to. That's the nice thing about the dimensionals. You can cut them to any size you need. We do have mini dimensionals, and I use those quite often as well. But these can be cut down to whatever you need. Okay, and with this, I am going to overlap that greeting just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I kind of liked the look of the stitching being only across the top. And then my stars, I'm going to put one of them flat. And I'm going to put him up in this corner. And then this little guy, I'm going to put up in the other corner. I am going to use my liquid adhesive for this. It's just so tiny that it's hard to use any other adhesive with it. Oh, and I just got my thumb in that. Now you see why I don't use liquid adhesive very often. I get really messy with it. So I've got my little star on, and now I'm going to put my last star, and I am going to pop this up as well. So once again, I'm going to just grab one of these edge pieces of my dimensionals, take the backing off, and I am going to overlap with the base of this candle just a little bit. So the only other thing we have to do, since this is a white card base and we don't need to put the inside in, is we're going to add our embellishments. So these are the new matte ombre in color dots. It comes as a big sheet of them, and it's got each color in there, and it starts with really bright and goes down to subtle. There's 3 of each of those shades in there, so you get quite a few in the packet. I'm going to just line these up so that they match the color strip beneath it. So there's my Orchid Oasis. Whoops, that wants to stick. That's why I don't use my liquid adhesive much. I am so messy with it. Okay, and here is my Tahitian Tide. Here is my Parakeet Party. I also forgot to bring my pick tool up. So not only do I not have my, I knocked the adhesive. If you have that happen where the adhesive comes off, you can either stick it back on there and then take it off the backing, or you can just put a dot of your liquid adhesive on there. Okay, stay put. And then last but not least, my Starry Sky. And there is your finished card. So I hope you enjoyed this. And the background I used here is the splatter background as well, the texture folder, but that is done for you. So there's our finished card, and I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for watching.